Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to talk about the HELB loan application process in Kenya. This is a very important topic for every student who is joining university, TVET colleges or any other learning institution in Kenya. Now many students may be confused because this is a new model, because some may still think that HELB loan and government scholarship are applied for separately, but that is not the case. Right now, the government introduced a new system and it is called the Higher Education Financing Model. Now you may also hear people calling it the HEF model. Under this system, first-time students apply for both government scholarships and HELB loan through one portal. Now that portal is called the HEF Portal. It is the one we are calling the Higher Education Financing Portal. So in this video, I am going to explain it in a very simple way how you are supposed to apply. I will talk about first-time applicants, and I'm also going to talk about continuing students, because how you apply the first time is not how you are going to apply in the subsequent applications or in your second, third year, So I will also share some common mistakes that you need to avoid when making this application. Let us begin. I will start by answering the question, what is the HEF Portal? Now the HEF Portal is the official portal used to apply for the government funding. This funding can include a scholarship, a HELB loan, or both of them. The system checks your family situation, it checks your financial need, and then it decides based on the information they get about your financial position or the financial position of your family. Now the portal decides how much support you can get. This support may come in three parts. The first part is government scholarship, another part is the HELB loan, and then the other part is the household contribution. When I say about household contribution, I mean that this is the amount your family is expected to pay, so that the three of them will add up now to give the total amount which you will need to pay for your school fees and also for your upkeep. So the system allocates more funds to students who seem to be from poor households or those who have less financial income. But you need to remember this, that you need to apply first. Even if you are from a background where you feel that you need funding or you need more scholarship, you must apply, because you are not given automatic funding. You need to make an application through the HEF Portal. Another question I'm going to answer is, who should apply through the HEF Portal? First-time applicants should apply through this portal. This includes students joining universities for the first time. It also includes students who are joining TVET for the first time. So if you are joining a public university or a public TVET institution, you can apply for both scholarship and HELB loan. If you are placed in a private university, you can apply for the government HELB loan, but you may not get the government scholarship. Now that is a very important point, that students who are in public universities, they qualify for both scholarship and loans, but those who are not in government universities, those who are in private universities, they qualify for the HELB loan. So you'll be given the HELB loan, but you'll not be given the scholarship. Now that is why it is important to always check your placement and your institution and determine whether it is private or whether it is a public institution. Another question I need to answer is, what do you need before applying? Now before you start applying, you need to prepare some documents. Do not wait until the last day, or maybe when you're applying to know that I don't have this. Let me give you a list of things you must prepare. First, you need a valid email address. You also need a phone number registered under your name. If you are 18 years and above, you need your national ID or your Maisha card currently. If you are below 18, you can use your KCSE index number. You may also need your birth certificate in some cases. You may also need your KCPE or KCSE index number and also the year that you sat for your KCSE. You also need your admission number. You need a passport-sized photo. You need your parents' ID numbers. And if one parent maybe has passed away, you need a death certificate to prove that. You also need 2 guarantors. People who are going to guarantee that if you don't pay, they will pay on your behalf. Because a guarantor is someone who supports your loan application. What you'll need from your guarantor is their ID number and their phone number. You also need, another thing you need is your bank details or your Safaricom number, because the HELB loan is disbursed either through the bank that you have given or through your Safaricom number. You can give both and then choose which one you want your loan to be disbursed to. You need to make sure that the number is registered under your name. This is very important. The number should be registered under your name so that the disbursement is not going to affect you. Now let us discuss the step-by-step process that first-time applicants are supposed to follow. Step number 1, you need to go to the official HEF Portal and do not just use random links from social media. Make sure that you search for Higher Education Financing Portal. It is very simple. You just need to go to your browser and then search for Higher Education Financing Portal. Then the page that opens, click it so that you can log in. Step number 2, create an account. Now, after you open that portal, use your correct email address and the correct phone number to create the account. If you have a national ID, you can use it also to create this account. But if you do not have an ID yet, you can use your KCSE index number where allowed, because there are students who are applying for the loan and the scholarship, but they don't have ID. You will be allowed to apply, but then you need to have your KCSE index number. Then step number 3, check your email, because when you apply through your email, you will receive an activation link, and then you click on that link so that it can activate your account. Now when you open your email and activate your account, you need to make sure that if maybe you don't get that email, check your spam folder, because that email is sent automatically to you. Sometimes the email may go to the spam folder, and if you check there, you'll find it. Click that link and then activate your account. Then step number 4, now log into your portal. After you activate the account, you can now log in so that you can complete your profile. Creating the account is the first step, but there are some details. You'll find some details there that you need to fill. And these details include, number 1, your personal details, then the residence details, then the education details, and also the institution details. You are also required to fill in your parents' details. Sometimes they need you to upload documents, but you do not need to rush this part. Take your time so that you can make sure that everything you upload and every detail you give is correct, because even a small mistake can delay your application. Then step number 5, now go to the HELB menu. To go to the HELB menu, you just need to make sure that you log into your account, then go to the loan application section. If you're joining university for the first time, that is, you can choose the undergraduate scholarship and loan. The undergraduate scholarship and loan means that you are applying for both scholarship and loan. We say that if you have been selected to join a public university, you qualify for both scholarship and loan. So if you're a first-time applicant who is going to a public university, select the undergraduate scholarship and loan so that you can be given both scholarship and loan. But if you're joining TVET, choose first-time TVET scholarship and loan. That is very important. If it is a TVET institution you are joining, you need to choose first-time TVET scholarship and loan. Then step number 6, read the terms and conditions. It is very important to read the consent form so that you can understand the rules and regulations that are governing the scholarship and the HELB loan. This means that you are allowing the system to use your details to process your application, because they will explain to you how your information is going to be used and also the terms under which you'll be given the scholarship and the loan. Then step number 7, now fill in your guarantor details. Here you need to make sure that the ID number and phone numbers of that guarantor are correct. And then when you confirm they are correct, fill in the bank or payment details correctly, because you cannot get it wrong in this part, because if you fill the bank payment details wrongly, that means the disbursed payment will go to the wrong person. So you need to make sure you confirm again and make sure the details are correct. Then step number 8, submit your application online. Now the application is paperless. It is not like it was before. You needed to go to the chief, you needed to go sometimes to the church. You had to go to different places to get all these signatures. But currently everything is done online. It is paperless. And you do not need to print any form. You are just applying online and it will go through. You also do not need to take any physical forms to the HELB offices. You just need to make sure that you fill in everything online and then you are done. Then now step number 9, after applying, check your email. A PDF copy of your application can be sent to your email, so you can open that PDF, go through and make sure that the details you gave are correct. So keep checking your portal, because this is where you are going to track your status. When you log into your HEF portal, they are going to show you the status of your loan, whether it is still processing or whether it has been disbursed. Now that is the application steps for the new students or for those who are applying for the first time. But what about continuing students? Let us now discuss how people are supposed to apply for the subsequent loans. Now continuing students are those who have already applied before. They are now applying for a second time or a third time. It is a subsequent loan. Now these students have a different process. They are supposed to apply differently. They can apply through HELB mobile app. You can also just dial *642#. It is much easier when you are applying for the second time, because the HEF portal already has your details. You need to use the mobile number that you registered with, and it should be under your name. So what do? Number 1, you need to log in using your PIN, because remember that when you set up your account, you have that username and then your password. Now log in and then choose the loan application option. Then select your level. Which level of education are you? And then it can be a degree, a diploma, a certificate. Let them know the level. And then choose the academic year. How far are you? Is it your second year, your third year, your fourth year, and so on. Then follow the instructions and fill in the details they will require. Then submit, because this is much easier. They just need some few information to know how far you are with your education. After submitting, save the confirmation SMS, because you can receive an SMS confirming that you have applied, because that SMS is going to be proof that your application went through and that you truly applied and it went through. So after applying for the first or the subsequent time, where does the money go? So the tuition part goes to your university or college, and then the upkeep part goes to the student's personal account. Remember that this funding will be divided. There is that funding which they are going to categorize as the tuition fee, and then there is that part which is for upkeep. So the upkeep amount is going to go to your bank account, but the tuition one will be sent directly to your university or college. Upkeep simply means the money that is for your personal use. It can help with your rent, food, transport, or other school needs. But if you have this money already, you can just use that upkeep money sent to you to pay your school fees. So you need to use this money wisely, because if it is a loan, remember that you are going to pay. And if you used it wrongly, you might regret, because you will remember that I am paying for a loan which I did not use correctly. So make sure that that loan, you use it correctly, because it must be repaid after school. Now, can you appeal if the amount you have been given is too low? Yes, there is a review or appeal option. If your financial situation changes, you can just request a review. For example, if a parent loses a job or they become sick, passes away, you can always update your situation in the HEF portal and then ask them to review the amount they are giving you. But approval also depends on the available funds, because there are many students who are depending on this funding. So they are going to determine whether it is possible for you to get an increased scholarship or HELB loan. So do not wait until it is too late. You need to make sure that you apply as soon as possible. Let them know of any changes so that they can help you if it is possible. There are some common mistakes that are very important to avoid when doing your HEF application, and I'm going to discuss them. Mistake number 1, using someone else's phone number. Make sure that you use a number registered under your name when making an application. Or if you don't have an ID yet, so you don't have a number, use a number under your parent, so that later when you get your ID, you can change it or register it under your name, because it can be very costly or very expensive to have someone else receive the HELB loan on your behalf, and then maybe they use it wrongly. It must be a phone number that you can access and that belongs to you. Then mistake number 2, entering the wrong ID number or index number. Make sure that you check everything before submitting to make sure that every detail you enter in the HEF portal is correct. Then mistake number 3 is using a fake email or an email that you cannot access. Make sure that every email that you use, especially the one you use to activate your account, is your email and an email that you have access to at all time, because this is the email that you are going to receive updates through and all the necessary materials for your application. Then mistake number 4 to avoid is waiting until the last day. Remember that the portal may be busy the last day, and you can make mistakes because you'll be rushing, and you may find out that you don't have some documents. You can even be late. So do not wait until the last day. Then mistake number 5 is paying someone to apply for you. Now, HELB does not charge a fee to access the application. You can use someone else's help, like in a cyber, and pay some fee, but be careful with fraudsters, especially those who are online. Make sure that when the application is being done, you are there. Confirm every detail. Do not just give someone your detail and then let them apply for you. What if they enter their phone number instead of yours in place of receiving the loan? Be careful and make sure that you are there. If it is a cyber, confirm those details as they are being applied. Then mistake number 6 is creating a new account when you already have one. Now, if you used your KCSE index number before and now you have an ID, you just need to update your details in the portal and not creating a new account. Do not create another account because that is not necessary. Now, the final advice is that HELB loan application is under the new HEF system. So first-time students should apply through the HEF portal, and continuing students can use the HELB app or just dial *642#. And remember that this is subject to change. It can change in future, so you need to keep checking and determining whether this has changed. Make sure that your details are correct and make sure your documents are ready. Everything you need before you begin the application, keep it ready, and then so that you can apply easily. Also make sure your phone number is registered under your name or maybe your parent if you don't have an ID. Then later when you get your ID, you can change the name of that number from your parent to you. Then most importantly, apply early. This funding is going to help you pay for your school fees, and it will also help with your upkeep. But remember, the loan is not free money. It is something that you are going to pay later, so use it wisely. If this video helped you, please like the video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with a student or a parent who might need this information. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.